The biggest plot twist is nobody knows this is a dress over some jeans. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my tips on online dating. I feel like this is going to be a long, in fact I feel like I'm going to need a strong drink to get me through this 1 minute. Okay, this video I've been wanting to do for a very long time because I am a million% an advocate of using online dating when used correctly. Now I've been doing this for, I want to say 3 years. I'm gonna go with 3 years. And I've had various different successes, because what is success? Success is defined by different people in different ways, and it's what it is that you're looking for. If you get that, great. And I've been looking for different things at different times. I'm always advising my friends if ever they're like about to sign up to a different app, and giving them tips and stuff, and then like getting back out there in the dating world. And with Valentine's Day just a month away from today, Valentine's Day is a month away. So some people may want to date, or may want to date around Valentine's Day, maybe deciding, do you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet, now's the time I'm going to get on online dating. So I'm going to talk you through some of the things that have worked for me and seem to work for people when I advise them about going online. So yeah, like I said, I've been on it for, not on it anymore. I had been on it for about 3 years, and I've used various different platforms or apps, shall we say. So there's Tinder, OkCupid, Bumble, obviously there's like eHarmony and Match.com. Didn't really use those because I didn't want to pay, and I feel like people more my age were going to be on the apps I was looking for anyway. So let's just give you a brief overview in case some of you have never even used any of these apps. So Tinder, basically if you like someone, swipe right. If you don't like them, swipe left. And all it is, you set it up, you've got your pictures, you can put a bio about yourself, and if you both like each other, you match. And then you both can speak to each other as soon as you match. Then you have Bumble, exactly the same. Only difference with that is that the girl messages first. So if as a girl you don't want loads of guys to just be messaging you in your inbox or whatever, and you want to message when you're ready, that's great. But you only have 24 hours. When you match, after you match, only 24 hours, and then you have to message, otherwise they disappear. Which is great, so you don't get like loads of guys piling up that you're not even, there's no conversation going on there. You can get rid of like time wasting, I guess. So yeah, so that's Bumble, that's Tinder, and both of them obviously you can cipher through like asking for a certain distance. So if you don't want to date anybody that lives too far from you, you can say, oh, the only limit I'd want is blah blah blah. Then you have OkCupid. Now this app is slightly different in that you can do the swipe left, swipe right, and just a bit of a bio, but the actual app, that's just like, that's called Quick Match on the OkCupid, I think. But then the actual app and the way in which it works, it's with algorithms. I feel like I've said that wrong. Algorithms. Bear with. Whatever it is, yeah, algorithms. We're just gonna go with that. A-rhythms. Alright. So the A-rhythms, so you answer a lot of questions about yourself. So they tell you the people that are more likely to match up with you, and it's done in percentage. So they may be an 80% match, a 90% match. 10% match, probably don't really want to go there. Nothing great has ever come from a 10% match. I'm just being honest. No offense to the 10% matches. So it asks you, first of all, you fill out like your name, your age, you can do your ethnicity, your religion, whether you have kids or not, if you want kids, if you have any pets, if you want pets. I'm gonna get rid of this gum. Sorry. Okay, let's rock and roll. That was very unprofessional. My apologies. So if you have kids, if you want kids, animals, pets, and that's just setting up your profile. And then even in the bio, it asks you, what do you like to do on a Friday night? What are you doing? Why should this person message you? What are 5 things you can't live without? That is all on the bio page, and that's what I love. So you can really get to know someone briefly again, because it's just writing. Conversation is what really helps you get to know people. And it doesn't end there. The fun keeps going. As you can tell, I am a big fan of OkCupid. This isn't even sponsored by them before anybody thinks it may be. It's definitely not. 1 minute. Oh my god, how could I forget? On the first page, another thing that made me really love OkCupid, I'm a hardcore fan of OkCupid, is you can say what it is that you're looking for. So you don't have to, because there's that, everybody that has used online dating, it's that whole, when do you ask the person what they're looking for, or do you put it like it's already asked there? So you can say if you're looking for friends, if you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking to date or something like that, or if you're just looking for a hookup, like one night stand, or casual, that's what they call it. But I feel like friends and casual is the same thing, because why are you on a dating app looking for friends? Maybe if you're going on holiday, fantastic, but yeah. Anyways, I digress. And then obviously you can answer the questions, and you can spend a good like hour, because then your matches are a lot more accurate, because you're putting in a lot more about yourself, so they can match you up a lot better. And then again, either one of you can message each other first, so this time you don't even have to match with the person to message. So this is both a good and a bad thing, because you can get messages from people that you are just 100% not interested in, or people that you may not have necessarily straight away have spoken to them, but off the back of it you got speaking and you're like, no, do you know what, I actually do like this person, and it ends up well. So yeah, that's just a basic overview on all the apps. So, so where are we gonna start? So point number 1, how to set up your account. I'm gonna speak as a girl and what it was that I was looking for. So I was looking to gain from it a relationship, or you know, like to date someone seriously. Like I was looking for something serious off the back of that. So the way in which I went about it, I think your bio is very important. Pictures are important as well, and vice versa in like what you're putting out there and what you're looking through. So as much as, yes, Tinder is believed to be a hookup app, a lot of people are on there for that, but you can sift through them. Like I have never been on a date with someone on Tinder and they had the intentions of it just being a hookup. It's never happened, because I can spot that a mile off. And I think that can help you and save you a lot of time, because dating can take up your whole day and you got stuff to do. It got to a point I didn't have time to waste. I was treating it like a job. Like anyways, I'm rambling. Okay, setting up your profile. We're back. So what I would say, first of all, like I said, your bio is important. So I think my bio used to say something like London girl, something basic like that. But then I spoke more about what I actually did. So freelance videographer, and I've listed some of the people I had worked with. So I worked with the likes of like Tinashe, Shawn Mendes, some of the people like I had filmed with. And then I put like a little motto at the bottom, so it wasn't too LinkedIn, shall we say. So I said, life motto, use your dreams as a blueprint for reality, because that had been on my Facebook as well. So I just took my Facebook bio, actually, I think is what I did. But yeah, because I feel like if you put fun, free-loving, free-spirited girl, nothing wrong with that. And those are some of the best people in the world anyways. But guys may perceive that, I don't know, but they may perceive it as someone that may be receptive to their just wanting to have fun. And if that is what you want, fantastic, put that in your bio. But where you're just like, just willing to go with the flow, or here for a good time, not a long time, those statements that are a bit airy-fairy, guys can think, oh, maybe I can get away with this. Whereas mine was a bit serious, not too boring, but not, I don't want to say be boring, because definitely don't be boring, because you want someone to approach you. But at the same time, I wanted to be very cutthroat in, if anybody thought, oh, she's a bit too serious for me, or a bit too, then they definitely weren't the person for me. So that sifted those people out, and they didn't even bother swiping right for me. So even if I had liked them, they would swipe no for me and we wouldn't match, and then no time would be wasted. In a way, don't be too extreme, but put off the people you wouldn't want to come to you anyways. And then with my pictures, I never had any group pictures on there. Like some people feel like they have a lot of group photos, and it's like you're playing Where's Wally, trying to work out who the person is, and then someone may swipe right thinking you're your friend. So I just didn't want any confusion in that aspect. And then I had a couple of pictures from like just outfits. So I had like some casual, like a casual outfit, so you can see what I look like. So they can see how you look casually going out, but nothing too extreme. I didn't put like my Halloween costumes up there or anything like that. The amount doesn't matter too much, but it's the message in which you do want to get across when you're on there as well. So I think really think about the pictures in which you choose. Ask your friends. The amount of times I asked my sister and my friends, how's this picture? Guys, unless you look exactly the same as you did 4 years ago, don't use the pictures from 4 years ago, because I've been on some dates, great in the pictures, that picture was from 4 years ago. Life has happened, life has hit these people when they don't look exactly the same. And it may sound shallow, but initially the first thing is the physical attraction that catches your eye, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it, that on the bio and the pictures. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more videos on how to set up an app. It's pretty straightforward, to be honest. You just go through the steps. But if you need more help, because I could be here talking for ages if we go through the small step by step. So now it's the actual conversation. So Tinder, obviously the guy can message first or the girl can message first. With Tinder, for me personally, I really want to know that the person is into me. That's just me. Not because I'm a girl, but just because that's just me. So I would never message first on Tinder. I would always let the guy message me first, just to know that he is interested. So yeah, I don't necessarily tend to speak first, but some tips if you do, as a lady, want to speak first. What I do over on Bumble, where yes, the girl has to message first. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Like I said, online dating can sometimes become like a job if you really do want to find something serious, because it is a numbers game. You have to sift through a lot of numbers to find the few decent ones that are there. So I'll be honest, it was a bit of a copy and paste job. But yeah, it was. But I would sometimes read a bit of the bio and personalize it a bit. But what I found as a girl is, if you do a bit too much in your first message, it may put the guy off. Like, you try and be a bit witty, you may go a bit far. If you're not like a natural comedian or something, they may not find it as funny. If you like be like, oh, I really like that you do this and I do this, and then da-da-da, and then they'll be like, whoa, she's a bit too into this, not really into her anymore. I don't know, I didn't want to risk, so I was like, let me just find a safe opener. So I'd say, hey, comma, the person's name, so insert their name, and then I'd say, how's your week going, question mark, and that was it. And that would be if it's, say, from Tuesday to Friday. On Monday, I'd say, how's Monday treating you? I didn't tend to message people much on a Saturday morning. I'm an overthinker, by the way. I overthink. But I didn't want it to seem like I'm trying to set up a date on that same day. Unless I was, then yeah, I'd go for it. But I'd wait like Saturday afternoon maybe, or like 3 p.m. so it's too late to set up a date, or if they try, you can say, oh, I already have plans. But yeah, how's Saturday treating you, or how's the weekend treating you? Just very basic like that. Some people may not reply, but at the same time, they probably just weren't that into you at the end of the day. It never went wrong, to be honest, and it's a great opener to expand into whatever conversation. The conversation can go wherever, whereas I feel as though if you message them about something like, oh, they really like dogs, you'd be like, oh my god, that's so cool, I love dogs as well, and they'd be like, yeah, they're awesome. And then where do we go from here? So I mean, again, you could initiate more conversation, but then that is you initiating all the conversation. Whereas if you ask how their day's going, something crazy could have just happened in their day, or it could be going okay, and then they go into what happened in the day, or something could have happened throughout their week that was like worth talking about. So yeah, I think it's a good opener. And from there, yeah, like I said, the conversation should hopefully flow. If they're the right person at the end of the day, if you guys are not well suited, if you can both be great people and sometimes the conversation just doesn't flow. But yeah, that is the overall that's how I'd initiate conversation. And this can be a point in its own. Before you make conversation with anyone, what to look out for in someone. If, again, like I said, this is if you're looking for something serious. If not, ignore this part. But yeah, on the guy side of things, I tended to not really, personally for me, guys that had a lot of topless selfies and things, no offense, but I never got good vibes from that. I feel like maybe they were just there to have fun. They're showcasing the goods that they're bringing to the table in their body, not really much in their bio. They're not really trying to put themselves out there to get known. It's just, this is what I'm bringing. Like that, it's almost like you're putting your best foot forward of what you're bringing. So if it's a topless selfie, the bio just says, love a laugh or something like that. I don't know. Just looking to see where this goes, you know, like not taking this too serious, like just very airy fairy again. I would say be wary of them. Like, you don't have to be as cutthroat as me. I would just straight away swipe left. If you're watching this, that looked like right, so I'll say left. But also, I would look at their friends as well. It sounds a bit, but the people who you surround yourself with play a big part in who you are as a person as well. So if they're friends, again, you can't tell someone's personality for a picture, I know. but you can briefly, if they just seem a bit not your cup of tea at all, speaking of cup of tea, then yeah, for me, that was a no. Again, a bit cutthroat, but like I said, it's a big numbers game. There is a lot of people on these apps, and when you have free apps on the go, I mean, I'm not saying you have to have free apps on the go, because that is a lot of work, trust me. So number 3. Point number 3 is so important. Oh my gosh. Safety, 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 safety. And I feel like this is the reason a lot of people are a bit hesitant to join online dating. I think back in the day a lot more than now, because now it's a lot more okay to be like online dating. People speak about it very openly. People are still scared of, you don't know who it is you're meeting. It is a complete stranger at the end of the day. So for me, what I would do, I remember the first time I ever went on an online date, I was scared, embarrassed, I don't know, to tell like my mom or my sister, but I made sure I told my friend. So I sent her a picture of the guy, his name, what he did as a job, his age, where we were meeting and what time. Bearing in mind the only thing I knew about him from speaking to him was probably his name and his age. The rest, stalk that person. Stalk the person you're going on a date with. So their name, I mean, you don't need to stalk, they should hopefully tell you their name. But their name, their age, what they do, where you're meeting and what time. Because if anything goes down, not trying to scare you, hopefully nothing will. If anything does, people have a really good starting point of where to look to try and find you. So I sent all of that to my friend on the first ever online date I went on. But now I send it all to my mum. So like, if I go in the media history of my chat with my mum, there's like pictures of loads of different guys, and then attached is like name, age, what they do. Like, and LinkedIn is your best friend. If they tell you their name and give you a bit of a hint as to what they do, Google search that until you find them. If they're connected to Facebook or something, try and find them on Facebook, and then it will say like maybe where they went to uni or something, and then you can search in LinkedIn their name and that uni, and hopefully the person will come up. While you are stalking, especially if you are using LinkedIn, I'm not encouraging stalking, but stalk them. When you are using LinkedIn, make sure you're logged out, so that if you go on their profile, it doesn't show that this person has just viewed, because then the jig's up. As much of a joke as it is, I think it's very, very important for you to know the person you're meeting. And also, you can find out if they're actually telling you the truth about what they actually do. If they're single, that's why you should stalk their Facebook, stalk their Instagram, their tagged pictures. Have a look at, find out who their closest friends are, and go on their Instagram, see if they're tagged up with their partners and they're doing couple goals and he's meeting you on a date. So yeah, you don't want to get caught up, because there has been like 1 or 2 people. Comment below if you'd want to hear a story time on it. But 1 or 2 people that I found out they had a girlfriend and they were on this app, and I'm not one to cause drama, so all I said to them was, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I was looking you up. I saw you have a girlfriend, so I'd advise you to get off here or I will tell her. And then they deactivated their account straight away. So know who it is you're going with. First of all, you don't want to be a side chick. Also, you don't want to meet up with a killer. 9 times out of 10, they're probably not going to be one. Just make sure everything they said is adding up, kind of thing. So yeah, safety, number 3. Number 4, we're getting to the good part. The date. I mean, I know it's normally seen that the guy picks where you go, but if you're someone that doesn't mind throwing in suggestions, or you'd want to go somewhere where you are 100% going to be comfortable, then make suggestions, and that's exactly what I did. I definitely feel like activities are great for a first date, or going for drinks or something if you are above the legal age. Don't drink underage, guys. But activities are something like bowling, crazy golf, ping pong. So there's like bounce in Shoreditch for crazy golf. No, for ping pong. There's crazy golf, there's the junkyard, there's swingers. That is a crazy golf place, by the way. Bowling. Yeah, there's all-star lanes. There's a lot of bowling places anyways. I don't need to list them. So activities, I feel like have always gone well, because you've got something to talk about, and it takes the tension off actually speaking to each other and getting to know each other, which you should be doing, but it's not like that's the main focus, if that makes sense. And then you can also make it a bit fun, like so say if you go bowling, you can be like, oh, whoever scores highest on this round, they get to ask the other person a question or something, and then it just makes it more fun and more light-hearted, as opposed to, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? The other side of things, I was saying, you can go for drinks or something, but know your limit. I think that's also a big thing. Like, the only reason I suggest drinks, for me, it helps calm the nerves a bit. Yeah, it's just a more chilled environment as opposed to going for dinner, because for me that feels like a interview environment almost. You're sat opposite each other, and then it's the whole, oh, there's food in my mouth, and you're finishing before you can tell him about your childhood experience at school when you fell off a swing or something. So yeah, but like I said, if you are going for drinks, know your limit. Don't drink too much that you get drunk on the first date. Slightly tipsy, yeah, that's cool, but I tend to stick to like 1 or 2 drinks. Or if you're gonna have one, make sure you eat a lot so that, you know, you don't get drunk. I don't remember what number we're on now. Finally, just relax and enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoyed dating, I will say, because I think it's a great way just to get to know people, get more comfortable meeting new people, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be. Like, you won't be so nervous for a first date, because trust me, if you're going with online dating, you're gonna have a lot of first dates, because you may think it's the one, it probably won't be. But don't worry, you will find someone. I can hold my hands up and say it can happen. But yeah, just enjoy it. Don't take it too seriously. The conversation may have been really good online, and you may meet in person and it won't be that great. But you know what? Just think of it as a practice round and just enjoy the time, because you may learn something from that person or gain something. Who knows what you could gain from that date. But yeah, enjoy it, have fun, have a flirt, and practice flirting more. Because to be honest, I'll be 100% honest, at uni, when it came to boys, guys, whatever you want to call it, no clue. No clue whatsoever. I hadn't really been on a date at uni. I was very behind in the whole process. So that was one of the reasons I did join online dating, because I feel like uni is a great place to meet people, because there is a lot of people about. You have a big pool to choose from, shall I say. But I realised, oh crap, I've left uni. That's where I could have met a lot of people. Where else can I meet a lot of people? Online dating. It's a chance to meet people you may not meet in your everyday life. So people I've met, people that you know, maybe dating now, I may not have met them in my everyday life. But yeah, just enjoy it. Don't be scared, but be safe. Stalk them in a good way. Like I said, I keep repeating, enjoy it, because I have had a lot of fun dating, and that's just going on the dates. Like I said, meeting new people. It helps me in like other day-to-day life where, because I'm a freelance, if I'm starting to go and work with another client, I'm not as nervous, because I used to be nervous meeting new people. I'm not anymore. And dating is like interviews. So if you're great in interviews, you will crush a date. If you're not, use dating as a practice. So when it comes to an interview, you're not nervous. You go in there, you crush it, you get jobs, you get a guy, and you just live a great life. So yeah, I feel like that was just a brief overview of the whole online dating shebang. But if there are any points in there that you feel like you'd want me to touch on more in this month, in the lead up to Valentine's, because I'm going to be doing loads of different videos. I'm going to be getting some special guests in and speaking with them on different topics to do with dating and love. And if you want to hear some of my horror stories, feel free to let me know, because I feel like I can laugh at them now, because like I said, you have to go for a lot of those. A lot. But it is all worth it when you meet a great person and it works out. And it does. Trust me. Trust me. Hang in there. Especially if you're watching this and you already have been doing online dating, but you're sick of it. Trust me, I've been there. There's a really great saying, don't even remember slightly how it goes. Happiness is on the other side of fear. And like when you're at your lowest point, you're going to get to your highest. That's definitely not the same. It gets really hard when it's at the what? You get what I'm trying to say. Honestly, like I said, 100% advocate for it. OkCupid, Bumble and Tinder, I would recommend them all if you use them correctly. Like with anything, just know how to work the system and get love. It's cuffing season, get cuffed. Well, it's the end. Even if it's not for that, even if you want to get on it after Valentine's Day, go for it. That's what I did. If you've got some great stories, comment them down below. I'd love to hear. If you'd want me to do a Q&A on online dating maybe, because I don't know what people actually want to know about it. Any suggestions, leave them down below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff I'm meant to ask you to do. Please do. And I'm just rambling now and I don't really know how to end this, so I'm just gonna go.